Welcome. So I am back. I am still around. Okay, so today I'm gonna be very blunt with you. Okay, so what I am going to share may rub you the wrong way, but in a different sense, it's going to open your eyes. And this is basically my intention is with this video, right? So you may or may have not heard of what functional fitness is. Okay, so for those of you out there that still think that fitness or personal training is all about getting buffed and it's all about vanity and things like that, despite my greatest efforts, because I have been very, very, very thorough and I've been very open, and I'm doing my best to communicate, to educate people on what it is. Okay, so my motivation to do this video today is because I have heard, like yesterday, another one of my clients actually made my day by sharing what he did over the weekend, and that's what functional fitness is about. So functional fitness is basically fitness for life. All right, what does it mean? It is helping you become more comfortable at the things that you will do in life in general. Okay, so this is not about you necessarily aiming to do your half marathon or your like an Olympic weightlifting or a CrossFit competition or something like that. If you need my help with that, I will absolutely help you with that as well. But the word functional means that it has a real life application. When you say I use like a functional approach to fitness, what I mean is that I use exercises that will recruit as many joints and muscles as possible, so you can mimic daily living activities. That's basically what it is. Okay, so it's not about getting buffed. It's not about having like big biceps, or again, you need big biceps. You were thinking more like whatever, for vanity reasons or for performance reasons or for whatever, hypertrophy or whatever it is. I can help that with that as well. But it's all about you becoming more functional. That's what I do. And that's why it's nutrition and fitness in that exact order. And that's a reason that you want to achieve both. I mean, listen, and you may relate to this. I mean, functional, how functional, why functional? Okay, because I do understand that many people will not understand or will not care for, your BMI or your BMR or your VO2 max or any of those measurements of like performance and recovery. That's great. Even further, some people have, I have come across so many people that will tell me, well, I don't know how much I weigh because I have not been on a scale for the last 10 years, the last 3 years, for the last 10 years. And think about it this way. I mean, if, what happens, for example, when you are in financial distress? You want to basically pretend it's not happening. So you don't want to open your mail, you ignore phone calls and things like that. So that's basically what it is. So when you stop getting on the scale, there's a pretty good chance that you're doing it because you're trying to ignore something or avoid something. Okay, so. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, that's just human nature. That's just instinct. I mean, that's you pretending that something that is bothering you is not bothering you. And you were trying to protect ourselves. Okay? So you're not addressing the problem. You're ignoring the problem. Ignoring the problem doesn't fix the problem. So I'm going to tell you something that you absolutely can relate to. Okay? So even if you don't know what your BMI, your lean muscle mass is, or your BMR or RMR or your any of those things that you will understand are lack of energy. So being tired all day, having a 2 o'clock crash, focus, not being able to focus, not being able to complete tasks that you understand, having no sexual drive. You understand that. Right, it's not normal, and it's like, oh well, I'm over 40. It's just normal. Like when you see advertisements on like on Viagra or whatever it is, that say, well, whatever, 1 in 2 or 2 in 3 men over 40 will suffer from erectile dysfunction. That doesn't mean that it's the normal thing. It's the common thing. And that's why they're using those stats to sell you something. And the fact is that you can without any type of medication get over those things. I mean, when you, and as I said, I was going to get blunt about the whole thing. If you're standing up and you cannot see your genitals, you do understand that there's something wrong with that. You do understand that. So you can tell someone else all day that, well, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what, I don't know what my blood pressure is because I haven't done it. Like, I don't know what my weight is. But there are things that will actually jump to you. You are going to, no matter what, you're going to stand naked in front of the mirror when you shower, right? And then you will see. You don't have to get on the scale. You will see that there's something wrong. You will see that there's something that it's not serving you well. Again, the fact that you have not had any type of intimate relationship for 3 months, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. Don't think that if you're like 40, 45, 50, 60, like I know people like firsthand that have had, into their 70s, well into their 70s, a pretty active sexual life. Yes, it's true. Not only that, I do know for a fact someone very close to me had a child at 77. A child of his own at 77. Guys, yeah. So you not acknowledging that there's something wrong, it doesn't mean that you don't know that there's something wrong. If you're not having like appetite for your wife or for your husband, or you're not having anything that remotely looks like an erection, if you're not able to bend over and tie your shoes, if you're getting tired just from one flight of stairs, you do understand you don't have to get on a scale. You don't need to know, you don't need to understand VO2 max. You don't need to understand like RMR or BMI or TDEE or any of that stuff. You know that there's something wrong. And that's what I do. Why? So when someone comes and tells you, and this is something that one of my clients told me 2 days ago. He's like, I am so grateful because I've been so bored. I just went to the local park and we met with a family. We took the kids. For the first time ever, my wife did not nag at me because I had to leave them alone. Like I had to stay behind because I couldn't even keep up with my children. These are 4 and 6 years old. So he cannot keep up with a 4 and a 6 year old. This is the first time in years that this guy, only 43 years old. For those of you that are younger out there, you may think that that's a lot, but this is the 21st century. So, I don't know, 40s and new 20s or 40s and new 30s or whatever you want to call it. So this guy, small children, first time in such a long time that he did not have to listen to his wife nagging at him, because he actually, for the first time ever, left everyone behind. He would just took up with the 6-year-old or the 8-year-old, 6-year-olds with the 6-year-old and left everyone behind, as opposed to getting the wife nagging. I said, come on, are you gonna stop again? Oh, please, okay, I'll meet you in the next. That is absolutely amazing. I mean, when someone tells you, I haven't had low back pain ever since we started training. When someone tells you, and this may sound silly to you because to you your motivation may be different. So this one client of mine, he said it's been 20 years since I was able to spend the night dancing with my wife. And that's something that he actually was just looking forward to doing. And that is what I do. That is what you do with my help. Let me put it that way. All right. So thinking that, you want to go just the big biceps and the big chest. Sure. I love that stuff. I'm not going to lie. I love that stuff. But that's not necessarily why people hire me, right? Just people hire me to get kids off their games, for example. People hire me to, for the knees and arthritis, my bread and butter. Like I do that. Like right now, I have 3 clients, 2 with osteoarthritis and 1 with rheumatoid arthritis. And they are thriving. They are feeling better. They are feeling better as we go because we are doing things that are improving their functional fitness. Okay, if you want to learn more, and I hope you do, send me a message. I do want to explain how this translates to you and your well-being. Okay, so I'm back. Thank you. I've been away for a little while, and I hope you find this useful. So let me know. Okay, see you around. Bye.